Why do I talk about Russian Christianity on this channel? Can Christianity be Russian? Can it be Ukrainian, English, American, French, or maybe Finnish? There could be different answers to this question, depending on the standpoint. If you ask a strict theologian or a Christian apologist who reads the Bible literally, the answer is probably going to be no. There was an initial division of the people of Israel and Gentiles, but the work of Jesus Christ, as explained by Apostle Paul, made this distinction obsolete and declared the universal salvation for the whole of mankind. Paul says in the book of Colossians 3:11, "Here there is not Greek and Jew, circumcised and uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave, free, but Christ is all and in all." However, more pragmatic and practical theologians, and especially social scientists and historians, would probably agree that there are multiple forms of Christianity, some of which could be shaped by a particular nation. This does not necessarily mean that every country has its own Christianity, although there are always local specificities determined by history, culture, language, legislature, and many other factors. When it comes to Russia, however, I take the liberty of making the case for Russian Christianity. When Russia became officially Christian around the year 988, it was a pragmatic step towards the integration with the powerful Byzantine Empire. Throughout the years, however, Russia herself took the place of Byzantium, which was conquered by Turkey. This led to her domination in Central Asia, the Far East, and Eastern Europe, but also eventually led to a significant isolation in the multi-religious world. Most Eastern Orthodox neighbors were either incorporated or dominated, and eventually Russia became surrounded by empires with different religions. Most of the other Eastern Orthodox countries became incomparably weaker in power and influence than Russia. This situation led to a very peculiar position in Russian Christianity, especially in the Russian Orthodox Church. Being a state church for most of her history, she grew into a rich and powerful body. On the other hand, most of the secular rulers of Russia didn't want to share their power with the church. With the exception of two brief periods in the 17th century, the church has never really enjoyed the true symphonia, a joint rule of the secular Tsar and the church patriarch. The secularization of the state was especially enforced by Peter the Great, who abolished the See of Patriarch and made the church a state department. After the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, the country officially became secular, which Russia still formally is to this day. The church was almost totally destroyed by Lenin and Stalin, to be brought back by the latter only under total state control. In this situation, Russian Christianity developed its theology, ideology, and lifestyle predominantly within the framework of the Russian state, Russian people, culture, language, and history. Most contacts of the Russian churches with their sisters abroad are often not as important and substantial, even though the Russian Orthodox Church, for instance, is formally a daughter church of the Eastern Orthodox Church in Constantinople. However, everyone understands how much more influential, rich, powerful, and just simply big the Russian Church is to be dependent on anything but the Russian state and Russian people. So what do I mean when I talk about Russian Christianity? I do not refer to the ideas that Russia is the spiritual center of Eastern Orthodox Christianity, or that Russia is the haven of traditional values, or her special role in the history of Christianity and current geopolitics. I simply say that when we talk about Christian communities in Russia, the historical, socio-political, geographic, cultural, and linguistic context is so strong that it substantially impacts the theology, worship practices, and lifestyle of Russian Christians. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I see you all next time.